Until recently, all I knew about Ulysses was that bizarre cartoon show that I used to watch as a kid.
Ulysses, Ulysses, soaring through all the galaxies, in search of Earth, flying into the night.
And to this day, I still have no clue what the hell that was about. But I think Tennyson was onto something when he wrote, "That which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield." Literature graduates would probably argue that that passage is all about how life is about wearing you down and how time is about decay. And to some extent that's true, just ask my bald patch. But for me, that passage is really about how, even though life will always have something up its sleeve ready to knock you down or slap you around, that a heroic heart is what makes it possible to go through this thing called life, always willing to try for what matters most. And it's that makes life beautiful. A heroic heart is the difference between judging yourself in failure and standing back up and smiling. It's the difference between letting self-doubt riddle your life with more holes than a barn full of moonshine after an FBI raid, and knowing that you're wonderfully imperfect and no less valuable because of it. It's the difference between feeling that you're not up to it, that you're not good enough, and knowing deep down in your bones that you're enough, you're plenty, you're whole. This notion of a heroic heart gets me goosebumpy. It really does. The thought that an underdog with a heroic heart can go out there and try for what matters most in the world is so compelling. So I figured that if I could help people tool up to get the insights and strategies to forge their own heroic heart, then that would be a pretty cool start to a new year. And that's what 31 Days of Heroic Hearts is all about. Forging and nurturing your own heroic heart so you can start living a sweet and beautiful life. There are all kinds of words arranged in all kinds of ways on the page here, so feel free to read up at your leisure. But if you're ready to try this, if you want to give it a shot, and if you're ready to give it your best, then be sure to grab your spot before registration closes. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll hope to see you soon.